Let's circle back to the reality of this Rashee Rice situation. The fact that we're even talking about jail time, 30 full days, is still something that's hard to wrap your head around. And while it's technically flexible, meaning he can serve it on his own terms over the next 5 years, the perception of it changes things. It's not nothing. You don't often hear NFL wide receiver and jail sentence in the same sentence unless it's something much bigger. This is a stark reminder of how quickly things can turn, even for rising stars. The key thing here is that the 30 days aren't expected to interfere with this season, unless Rashee Rice and the legal team choose to begin serving it during the fall, which seems unlikely. But what it does mean is that the NFL now has the green light to make their move. A suspension is coming. And based on precedent and early reporting, we're likely looking at anywhere from 4 to 10 games. That's not a slap on the wrist. That's a big chunk of the season. And for a player who had already established himself as the top wideout in this offense, that's a real loss. But make no mistake, the NFL had to wait on this court decision before acting. That's their new model, waiting until the legal system plays itself out. Now that the ruling's in, expect Commissioner Goodell and the league office to move swiftly. And once the suspension is handed down, it will officially put the Chiefs in a new position heading into the start of the season. This whole thing changes how the team evaluates its receiver room. Rice was poised to become the guy, Patrick Mahomes' #1 target outside of Travis Kelce. His route running, his feel for the offense, his chemistry with Mahomes, all of it was trending up. That's not just some mid-tier receiver taking a few games off. That's a major piece missing for potentially the first quarter or more of the season. And with all this looming, the Chiefs front office has some serious thinking to do. Rashee Rice is entering his 3rd year. Typically, this is when conversations begin about long-term extensions. But now those talks are clouded. Do you want to commit big money to a player who's got legal baggage, suspension history, and missed time? Or do you pivot and focus on the other weapons you've assembled? There's also the human element. You hope Rashee Rice learns from this, that he sees this as a wake-up call. Because let's not forget, if he completes his probation cleanly, this case gets dismissed. That's how deferred adjudication works. It gives him a second chance. The question is, will he take advantage of it? And if he does, that makes this a potential redemption story. He made a major mistake. There's no sugarcoating that. The crash in Dallas involved real danger and multiple vehicles. It was reckless, it was irresponsible, and it never should have happened. But now he has a roadmap out of this. Jail time, probation, suspension, all of it is serious. But it's also manageable, and it's not the end of the line. Not if he makes better choices from here on out. But in the meantime, the Chiefs have to move forward. This means more pressure on the rest of the receiving corps. We've talked a lot about Xavier Worthy, and he now has to be the guy. That speed, that explosiveness, that big playability, it has to show up right away. There's no waiting until mid-season. They need him out of the gates, hot. Hollywood Brown, Justin Watson, Sky Moore, this is the moment for all of them. If any of them were looking for a bigger role, this is their opportunity. And let's not forget about tight end Noah Gray either. He could see an expanded role, especially early in the season while Rice is unavailable. And of course, we're going to lean heavily on Travis Kelce. The expectation is that Travis will ramp things up in the playoffs, but the early season could require more from him, especially if the offense needs a steadying presence. We've seen him carry the load before, and with a tough opening stretch of games, it's going to be all hands on deck. As for Mahomes, he's dealt with this kind of adversity before. No Tyreek Hill, wide receiver shuffle after shuffle, inconsistent weapons, and yet, the guy keeps producing, keeps winning. He's going to have to be that calming force again. And if anyone can elevate the guys around him, it's number 15. Let's remember, too, this team has done it before without Rice. The Chiefs made their Super Bowl run last year with him sidelined for stretches. It wasn't always pretty, but they figured it out. They leaned on defense, they leaned on Mahomes, and they found ways to win. This situation is no different. Is it disappointing? Absolutely. Does it change their championship window? No. The core is intact, the quarterback is elite, and the culture is resilient. This is just another bump in the road, and if handled correctly, one they can overcome. Now, as fans, it's fair to ask questions about the future. Do you extend Rashee Rice? Do you wait and see how this year plays out? Do you trust that he's learned and will stay on track? Those are real discussions the Chiefs front office has to have behind closed doors. They're watching his behavior, his attitude, his effort on the field, and how he responds to this adversity will say a lot about his long-term fit with this team. And if you're Rice, this is the moment where your choices matter more than ever. He has a chance to bounce back, to put this behind him, and return to being one of the most exciting young wide receivers in the league. But he has to earn that trust back, not just with the fans, but with his teammates, coaches, and the organization as a whole. So we'll continue to monitor this story closely. We'll update you on the suspension once it's official, and we'll keep you posted on how the Chiefs adjust their depth chart and offensive game plan heading into Week 1. Until then, drop your thoughts in the comments. Will the Chiefs be just fine without Rice? Should they extend him after this? Let us know where you stand. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Report powered by Chat Sports. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.